think we are ready to start the last exchange session for today. And first, we would like to greet our special guest from Hawaii, Miss Cindy. Maybe we can clap. Maybe Cindy, I can invite you to say a word to introduce yourself.
Aloha, I am so excited to hear your presentations. I am from the Pacific Tsunami Museum in Hilo, Hawaii, and we are all about preserving stories and saving lives from tsunami, and I'm very grateful to be here.
Thank you very much, Cindy. Cindy was with us. Cindy was with us last year. She also participated in this program, but coming to Sendai. We hope that next time you can come as well and join us. Maybe that time with some student from Hawaii as well. That would be great. So Cindy is going to listen to your presentation with all of us, and she will provide you some thoughts and some feedback afterwards on your presentation. So I think the first presentation will come from the Ache students.
Okay, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, I would give you my respectables and honorables to the dearest audiences in August. Also, our respectables to Miss Cindy from Hawaii. So let's start our sharing session from Languan Baghdad. First of all, we would like to give you our thoughts about the temporary house as an evacuation shelter. From the outside, we can see the example of the evacuation shelter that we slept on and live on last night. It was such a cozy place, and of course, that is very, very suitable for people to evacuate because the shelter provides almost everything. There's bathtubs, good and clean bathrooms, kitchens. They also got washing machines, beds, and so many more. Of course, not forget in this winter, there are also 3 people. This is what it looks inside, very cozy, and you can see that from this picture, there are some messages and also some pictures of the people who used to live here before us. Maybe those are the people who used to live here as an evacuation shelter. Then in our place, it's like a whole family. There was a lot of family lives there, and I think they left their belongings in here. Maybe as for not to make the place or the shelter as an empty and make us much more feel welcome, as if like we just ran into someone's home, but it still feels very comfortable to live in it. Okay.
So the second one, which is in the museum, the Iwate Museum Tsunami. And first of all, I want to say that the building itself, architecturally, I really love it. It's minimalist, but it's so classy. It's a symmetrical building, like this one right here. It's a really good. It's, I would say, Instagrammable in our generation. Let's say it like that. Okay. First things first. In this museum, we learned that the Japanese people has really high awareness of the natural disaster, even 20 years before of this, or even 100 years before, like the 1960 tsunami disaster, if I'm not mistaken. And there are a lot of, I like that there are like the Tepi 45. It's a building that impacted by the tsunami and still reserved the way it is after being impacted by the tsunami, and they keep it that way as a quote-unquote museum, quote-unquote memorial place for the kids in the next generation to see that what happened in 2011. And we really like the sea levi also, is it first called? Levi, yeah. The forest is really nice. We really really enjoy being here, and yeah, I would say that's all.
And next we move to the view of the place. I mean, it's really beautiful. I mean, in my country, I have never seen this beautiful view. I mean, it's also Instagrammable. And something I want to say is, it's not only beautiful, but also the function is really it's so functional, especially the tree, and also pine tree, and also the infrastructure. It's really good. I really like it, and I really love it.
And this is the main point of this. We're really having fun with you guys. Thank you so much for having us to visit us into this program. We're really having fun with you, and I hope our friends not just until the end of this session, but also for until future we can meet together. I hope our motivation or our knowledge that start from here can be useful from other people, the next future generation, and also useful for us. And you guys really give a new motivation, a new idea, and also a new point for us to keep, and we can use it in our country to give all the people motivation. And yeah, thank you very much for having us in this program.
This is the end of our sharing sessions. We hope that the time with us here maybe just a little bit for 2 days, but I hope that you guys enjoy it with us, that we make you comfortable. And every moment and every second we are here bring us new inspiration and knowledges, and of course we will bring it as a heritage, mostly for our programs as a student mitigation team, to the few next generation in our own country. We're very delighted to be here because the opportunity is not going twice, probably. Thank you very much. We're very sorry if we made some mistakes. We're looking forward for further programs with you all. Thank you so much.
はい、お願いします。
仮設住宅の吉田です。仮設住宅に泊まってもらったんですけど、インドネシアのお宅とどういうふうな違いがあったのかっていうのを聞いてみたいです。
はい、ありがとうございます。
It's very different from other shelters like tents because not only it's a place to live for an evacuation, it also has like sort of basement, maybe to store the equipment.
It's like proper house.
It's like a real proper house. Even though that it's small, we can still, it's like a Doraemon pocket. Everything is there. And not only that, there's also information about when disaster happens. There's like some notes on every wall. And in our room, there's like pictures of the families before and some messages, maybe if a disaster happens, what should we do, or what did the past people do, or maybe how to use the props in the temporary houses. Maybe as in the heater, at first we don't know how to use it, but we read the text and finally know how. And we also found like an instruction books from there if a disaster happens, including about the bear news. There was also in the instruction books too. Well, it was pretty helpful and understandable. I think it's very cozy to live in. Like, it's much better than to live in a tent because the shelter and literally got almost everything we needed for necessities. It was really nice.
Thank you very much, everyone.
海外津波博物館との交流会まず私たちはやってくださった ってるか分かんなかったんですが、お菓子などで私たちとしてある方々とも離れているメンバーにすることができたのでよかったです。次に私たちは、防災に関する考えをまとめてそれぞれ意見交換を行いました。アテの方々の発表からはコミュニティを作ることの大切さを学ぶことができました。そしてお互いの発表に対する質問を言い合い、防災に対する意識を深めることができました。
私たちは陸前高田市コミュニティホールで市の職員の佐藤浩一さんと佐藤雄一さんに避難所の生活で使う市民の役割のパーティションや段ボールベッド、簡易ベッド、組み立ての体験と説明を受けました。組み立ての体験ではインドネシアの生徒の皆様と協力しながら組み立ててみて、段ボールベッドは意外にも頑丈で持ち運びがいいもありましたが、水に弱いことや組み立てが難しいことという点もあり、そのことを考えると段ボールベッドとアルミ製のベッドを組み立てていて価格が近いことも分かりました。市が災害時に想定して用意している簡易トイレ、食事などは3000人の市民が3日間暮らせる量の物資を用意してあると聞きましたが、私たちも非常時に備えて防災バッグなどの用意をしておくことも大切だと思いました。
仮設住宅体験会ではポリ袋を使ったパスタや蒸しパンを作りました。これはとても簡単で量も多く温かくてとても美味しかったです。それを避難時に食べることができたら災害の中でも元気が出ると感じました。また食事中に出たクイズでは1日に大人が3リットルの水が必要であることや食器などの洗い物を減らすためにサランラップを多く使用していたことが分かりました。また宿泊体験では泊まる前などは部屋が狭くてとても不便があるんではないかと感じていましたが、実際に泊まってみると寒さは厳しかったですが生活するのには全く困らないと思いました。またこの環境で過ごしてみて環境に左右される中、その困難な状況の中で周りと協力しながら生活していたことや当時の様子を知りながら泊まることができてとても良い経験をすることができました。またアジの皆さんと共に食事をすることができて本当にいい体験になりました。ありがとうございます。
次に2日目についてまとめます。私たちはまずトピック45を訪れ、東日本大震災で被害を受けた建物を見学しました。私たち高校の生徒でも実際に見学するのは初めてという人が多く、とても貴重な体験となりました。特に印象に残ったのは、現在の津波は黒やグレーなどで濁っている一方、昔の津波は白っぽい色をしていたというお話です。この違いから人間が環境をどれほど過ごしてきたのかを改めて学ぶことができました。
そして私たちは防潮堤へと移動しました。陸前高田市の防潮堤は高さ 12.5 メートル、全長2キロメートルにも及びます。防潮堤の上には草が生えていて、それはとても珍しいことだそうです。また、その近くには国営公園があり、震災について学ぶことができます。
最後に今回の交流事業を通してアチェの方々と交流してお互いの防災意識を高めることができました。また日本と海外での防災への対応の違いに驚きました。この体験は地元に住んでいても知らないことがたくさんあったので、家族や友達に共有して忘れないようにしたいと思います。最後に今回の交流に参加していただいたアチェの皆さん、水害などで自分たちの地域が危ない中、 来ていただき本当にありがとうございました。
Okay. Any comment, like short comments?
Okay, first, but before my question, we really want to say sorry because we don't really have that many footage with all of you guys, and we don't really have that much footage with all of this activity. And okay, so move to my question. I really want to ask about how is all of your first impression with us?
やっぱり文っていうか文化の違いがあるかな。I would say that also the culture, the uniform, like they say that we have a different uniform. We also say that the uniform is like
お互いにね、文化は違うとかね、そういうことも。
And the elite school with beautiful views. And at first, we thought because of the high gap of the language, we thought it's going to be very impossible to be close to the friends. But it turns out that they were just very, very friendly.
これで終わります。ありがとうございます。So maybe Cindy, I'm going to invite you to maybe share your impressions of the students' presentation. We're just going to.
Yay!
Okay.
Aloha. Well done, everyone. This is so cool. Really cool. I love the idea of you working together and day zero on forwards. And it's innovative and fantastic. And so my biggest question to everyone is, what surprised you? What weren't you expecting? What really, really surprised you?
Okay. Okay, great. So what surprised you most? Anything. Anything, Cindy, right? Anything is okay, right? Yes.
The first thing is the condition, because this is our first time being in Japan, and this is the first time for us being in winter condition. This is the extreme weather. We are not used to it. We are really, our body is shocked by it, of course.
And also the different cultures and how different, based by the languages, the cultures of character, the cuisines, delicious cuisines. We love Japanese foods, and the architecture is very digitalized.
It's very modern, advanced.
Very advanced.
I personally want to say we are surprised also with the food. I mean, in our country, the food is so different, especially in our country, our food is full with spices. And but here we experience something new. For example, me personally, I have never tried sushi, and I have never tried sashimi before. So it's really a good experience for me.
Wonderful.
And I'm so very amazed about the pastry that already be the hereditary and really be the symbol. Like the Rikuzen Takata symbol is the big,
Pine forest.
I really impressed about the story. The story about the pastry. One of the tree that survived from the tsunami, and I really how I impressed about the Rikuzen Takata people that memorized it very much until it became a symbol in every food, every packaging. And every packaging, even in a food, and they really, memorize it very much and really awareness about if it will happen again, and really increase their innovation, increase their idea to make a new innovation to reduce the risk of disaster itself.
Very good. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
はい、
私はタピック45に初めて行ったんですけど、その裏側が階段状になっていることを知らなくて、それがイベントとかでも観客席になる構造を知れて驚きました。私は防潮堤の上に草が生えているってことをまず初めて知った。草が生えているのがなんか普通だと思ってて、他の防潮堤多分小さい頃にしか行ったことがなくて、草が生えている普通は草が生えていないっていう発想がなかったので、それが一番驚きました。
僕はアチェの人たちとの交流が一番驚きました。僕は海外の人との交流があまり少ないんですけど、それでもアチェの人たちはフレンドに友好的に接してくれて過ごしやすかったし、一緒に料理した時も楽しかったので良かったです。
僕は防災飯があんなに簡単に作れるということに驚きました。ご飯っていうのはいろいろ器具とか使うと思うんですけど、防災飯だと袋と材料とそれだけで混ぜたりするだけで簡単にできるので、それがすごい便利だなと思いました。
僕が一番驚いたのはコミュニティホールでのその実際の避難先での防災グッズについて驚きました。実際になんかそのアチェの人たちと一緒に作ってみたときにすごい小さいんだけど広げてみたりしてすごい大きくなってすごいスペースが取れるものだったり、段ボールベッドとかはもうすごい作り方とかは少し難しかったけど協力して作って、で実際にちゃんと耐久性もあってすごくいいものだなと思いましたし、他にも防災飯とかもあってすごいちゃんと設備が整っているんだなって思いました。
自分が一番驚いたのは、こういうアチが大変な中でもこんな交流会を開けたことと、そこに携わっていただいたたくさんの人々のおかげでこうやってアチと仲良く交流ができたり、いろんな体験ができたと思うので、それが
Okay. Thank you so much. We are going to now ask Professor Muzaili from the Tsunami Aceh Tsunami Museum, who also had we had a you haven't seen Cindy for a long time as well. Yes, just there.
Oh, those are my friends.
Cindy. Yeah, I hope you are here with us, but unfortunately, but anyway, nice to see you even by Zoom. We hope next year can be together again. So, thank you very much, especially Professor Sperman, Florence, and also from Education Takata Museum, and also from the Takata High School. Really appreciated what you have prepared so far, and also the students from high school, and also our Man Wan Baka Aceh, and the principal Bu Nur, and also our teacher, and all participants today. So I would say we are from Aceh Tsunami Museum and also we are in Aceh from Psychology Museum. One word that I would say, very happy to make them connect, young people to be connected with us. It's very important. I think this kind of activity is one of the memorable and very important for the future. So we know that we are already, we are more than 40 years, but they are our agent of change in the future. They will continue. They will continue doing something good to serve our community, our nation, and even the world. So thank you for our students far away from Banda Aceh could come to Japan. Because we are in very hard situation, flooding there last week, even until now, we hope that we can come back to Aceh safely to have until the 15th of flooding. And also, very appreciated for the organization in Japan. Always, always, because of you that we from Aceh could be in Japan again and again. So we hope one day we will make this program also in Aceh and also possibly in Hawaii. Yes, indeed. When you said just now, welcome to Hawaii for everyone. So I know that disaster is borderless. Disaster is borderless. We understand that 2004 tsunami affected not only Aceh, Sumatra, but also affected another country. It means disaster is borderless. Sometimes what happens. So to exchange people from different countries, different nations is very important. To learn each other, to support each other for our better future. I think that's from Aceh, from Museum of Psychology. Thank you very much.
Thanks for all. I'm glad Mansatu Banda Aceh could participate in this event. Thank you to all parties who have given us this opportunity. Hopefully, our students can participate again in the future. To Professor Sebastian and you, if there are students from Mansatu Banda Aceh who want to study in Japan, please give special attention and help. We have got so many experience here. The cold weather that we have never felt before. Making pasta and many more. All those part of Aceh province is being hit by flood and almost 500 people have died. We pray that this period will pass soon. As we know, Mansatu Banda Aceh has a relationship with Japanese people. When tsunami disaster in Aceh, Japanese people help Aceh. Thank you for all, and let's happy.
はい、皆さんありがとうございます。私は東日本大震災津波伝承館の館長の早坂と申します。まずはじめにですね、高田高校の子たちも最初にね、皆さんも聞こえたんですけど、今、インドネシア、そしてタイ、スリランカではですね、中心として今、大変な洪水の災害が、ね、起きています。皆様にですね、お見舞いを申し上げるとともに、一人でも多くの方の命が救われることを祈っています。それから、 東日本大震災津波の際にですね、世界中からインドネシアの皆さんを含め、たくさんの方々から助けていただきました。本当にありがとうございました。今回はですね、防災をテーマにして、交流ということに少し力がかかったのかなというふうに思います。まずね、アチェの皆さんには、高田高校の子たち、友達になってくれてありがとうございました。それからね、今日かな、タティックとか、海の公園の方を見てきてくれたと思います。私たちは東日本大震災の悲しみを繰り返さないように次の世代に、ね、伝えていきたいというふうに思っています。震災以降を見てくれたことで、私たちがもう次の世代の悲しみを繰り返さないように伝えていきたいという気持ちが多分伝わったんじゃないのかなと思います。ありがとうございます。それから高田高校の皆さんね、交流してみて、さっきも感想あったけども、本当はもうちょっと英語が上手になって、直接アチェの皆さんとお話できたら、もっと素敵な時間になったんじゃないかなって思いませんでした。本当に勉強頑張りましょう。今回のね、交流を通じた、防災について皆さんにまた考えていただく一つの大きなきっかけになったんじゃないかなというふうに思います。インドネシアにはスモンっていう次の世代に伝えるための知恵があると聞きました。で、私たち日本に、岩手ですけども、天弁湖っていうことがあるんですね。それっていうのは繰り返し災害を私たちは乗り越えてきました。次の世代に伝えていくということの私たちインドネシアだったり日本の我々の知恵なんだと思います。私たちはそれを次の世代につなげていく。それは次の世代の命を救うことになると思います。この伝承活動を私たち続けていきたいと思いますし、皆さんの力も貸してください。そして皆さんはこれから多分大学に行って、あるいは就職して社会に出ていくということになると思います。その自分たちの進路を選択するときに人の命を守るということの大切さ、それと加えて自分たちのふるさと、住む町、災害は必ず次にまた起きますけど、災害を乗り越えていくためには自分たちの町をどう作っていったらいいのか。これから皆さんは災害が起きたときに守られる立場から守る立場に成長していきます。自分たちが町を作るときに災害に強い町をどうやったら作っていけるのか、そういったことも考えて自分の将来の進路を考えてもらえればなというふうに思っています。今日はね、なんか素敵な友達がたくさんできていい機会でしたね。たくさんの友達ができたこの機会を作ってくれた皆さん、こちらの皆さんにね、ぜひ感謝してほしいなと思います。です。
So now we're going to have a few words from the principal of the school.
高田高校の校長の正野一等です。今日そして昨日と2日間、交流をしていただきましてありがとうございました。先ほど副館長さんもおっしゃったように、私は高田高校の校長ですので、あちらの皆さん本当にうちの生徒たちと友達になってくれましてありがとうございます。いい交流ができたんじゃないかなと思っています。で、防災のことなんですが、防災で今日発表を聞いていて思ったところもあるんですが、私のような年齢の人間からすると、実は東日本大震災津波はついこの間なんですね。経験したことというのはついこの間なんですが、生徒たちにとってはあまりその経験してなかった、ちっちゃかったので経験してなかった、だから同じ経験がないんだなっていうことに気づきました。ですから特に若い人たちですが、これから防災を学んでいくためには、行くときには、その知ってるって思っている防災の知識、被災をした知識というのは、たった数年、10年ぐらいで 失われてしまうんだというふうなところを、ぜひ気をつけてもらえればなと思います。ですから、本当に何て言うんですかね、気をつけながら伝えていく、そういうことが必要だと思ってほしいな、そういうふうに思いました。そしてあと、災害は社会を変えますので、その社会が大きく変わるときに、多分皆さんがしたその交流は大きな力を発揮してくるんじゃないかな、そういうふうに思っています。いつまでも友達でいてください。どうぞよろしくお願いします。以上です。
So Cindy would.
I just wanted to say there was a typhoon that hit the Philippines after 2011, maybe 2012 or 13, that destroyed them. And they were not prepared, and they had said if only they had said it was a tsunami warning. So that messaging for multi-hazard is very important.
So I had one last thing to say to close this. Yes. So I wanted to say one thing that we learned today and that we've learned during the last few days at IBER is that we have no excuse when it comes to disasters. It's too late to say, oh, we never experienced that before, we never imagined that before. When life is lost, life is lost. When we lost, so we need to prepare, and because in face of nature, natural hazards at least, we have no excuse. So, and I, like lots of you, I think I really realized the power of this exchange, and I hope we can get as much support and continue as long as we can this exchange, because there is nothing better than making this both sides, this disaster preparedness, second nature, to make it part of ourselves, to make it part of our bodies. And I think staying at the Kasetsu Jutaku has been, I didn't stay one night. Maybe next year. But I think that has been the most enriching. When we arrived at the Kasetsu Jutaku, it was too cold, and we said to each other, quick, we want to go to the hotel. We spent 30 minutes cooking food together, and I've never felt so warm. So it just teaches us that in the hardest time, when people actually might feel desperate, learning how to prepare for the simple thing like drinking and eating and together is actually can change completely the experience. And I remember this old lady, Oba-san, telling me the first time she had hot food after 2 or 3 days of東日本大震災, of the disaster, she cried. And yesterday when I was eating the warm pasta, I thought about this Oba-san who told me, this old lady who told me about that, because I really felt understood. So this kind of experience, I think are very important. 皆さん、とても素晴らしかった。ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. It was wonderful.
It was an incredible experience in Rikuzen Takatashi. I would say that this exchange program is very important for us, for both of us, for studying together, for exchanging also new information about the tsunami disaster or any natural disaster as a prevention risk for any disaster that there is that is going to be happening or had happened before. Of course, I learned a lot of new things as all of my teams learned a lot of new things from you guys, from Rikuzen Takatashi, and also that I was amazed that Japanese people really aware about disaster that is going to happen, and all of the all of the natural disasters that can happen in the future. Thank you.
So at first, when I was announced that for the invitation, I was really happy to get this opportunity. In no time, me and my teammates have also worked up together to make a good presentation. And as soon as we got here, at first I was really, the weather was really unexpected and very freezy. Even though we finally get adapt to it and not really that cold anymore, even though that it's very unusual for us. Even though back in our Sumatra, the flooding and the disaster still happen and continuing there, but with courage and willingness, we're still able to come here with all of your support and our family members' supports. Of course, once we arrived here, we were really nervous, and it happens that the Japanese people were really kind, nice, and friendly towards us all, which made us very warm and welcomed. And even though in this year, I can tell this experience is the best things that have happened in my life. And of course, not to forget that for the knowledge that I have gotten from my friends, including my Japanese friends, from the cultures, from the foods, the cuisines, delicious cuisines, the how they were really polite against each other, and of course about their very massive school, their beautiful views, landscapes, their inspiring museums, and the way they talk is so soft and easy to hear, even though that I couldn't really understand their language. And maybe if there's a chance for me to come again for maybe in the future, next year, or maybe someday, I will try my best to learn Japanese and talk freely with all of my friends here. So we're looking forward more for any further programs with you. I really enjoyed it. It's very sad that this is maybe our last day to talk and to spend a day with all my friends here. But all of that, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity.
まずはアチェと高田高校との交流をする機会を作ってくださりありがとうございました。私はこの交流の中でたくさん英語を使ってコミュニケーションを取ることができていい経験となりました。さらにアチェでの防災のことについて聞いて、博多とは日本とは違う考え方とか新しい考え方を知ることができたので、それをさらに生かしていって、これからの防災これからもっと防災について学んでいきたいと思いました。改めてありがとうございました。
インドネシアの人と交流してみて、最初は言語とかそういう言語の壁があって、この2日間どうなるんだろうっていうのが最初思ってたんですけど、2日間やってみてインドネシアの人たちとのがフレンドリーに接してくれたおかげで、今はもう名前も呼び合えるくらい仲良くなれたと思ったし、他のみんなもラファの人たち、ラファとベン2人ともインスタグラムで聞き合ったりする仲になれたので、この2日間良かったと思います。